does the child of God handle enemies? I'm glad you asked. I want to tell you that we march to the beat of a different drama. We are not to fight our enemies like worldly people fight their enemies. Amen. And if you will effectively deal with an enemy, the Bible gives us specific instructions how to handle and indeed conquer your enemies. Amen. Some of us wonder sometimes, why does God let us have enemies? It just seems like when you love everybody and you would never do anything to hurt anybody, and yet regardless to what you do, there are some people who just don't like you. Y'all mighty quiet. And it seems like they're determined to do whatever they can to put you to shame, to show you up. Why is it this way? I have learned that most of our enemies become enemies because of three reasons: envy and jealousy. Then there is the revenge factor. And then some just become enemies because of what they heard. Can I talk about these three things? Envy and jealousy. One of the greatest reasons people become enemies is because they envy somebody that they perceive that has an advantage over them. Amen. People will look at you, and when it looks like you've got something on the ball, come on somebody, when the Lord keeps blessing you, somebody said it this way: when God starts blessing, the devil starts messing. People will become envious. Amen. Women will sometimes look at another woman and get upset with her because she looked like she got it going on. Just who does she think she is? Preach right. And because there are a lot of single women in church, sometimes when God blesses a young woman with a male companion, she mess around and bring him to church. Lord have mercy. Look who got somebody. Now I know I look better than she do. He must be hard up. Nothing but envy and jealousy. Come on, somebody. And they'll become your enemy. They'll start trying to figure out what you're doing. You must be doing something to have a car like that. Yeah. If you're doing what she was doing, you could have one too. And men will look at somebody that he thinks that his wife or his girlfriend would like and get mad with him without a cause. Don't get quiet now. And go home and argue with his wife because he thought she looked at him. Oh, I saw you. I saw you when you cut your eyes back there, trying to see what he was doing. And y'all think I'm teasing, don't you? No, you don't. You know I'm telling the truth. And because of this, we will become enemies. And don't get upset. Just remember, if somebody is jealous of you, that is the highest form of flattery. What they are really saying is, I wish I had what you got. And you just look and say, well, the Lord gave it to me. And what God has for me, it is for me. Some people will become your enemies because of the revenge factor. I've noticed that there tends to be people who are either of two ways. Some people can get hurt, but they are resilient. You know what resilient means? They can bounce back. They don't hold to their anger. Amen. And I thank God for people who are able, when they have been hurt, to go back and regroup and hold nothing in their hearts. But there are others who, when they have been hurt, they will hide that pain in their hearts and allow that pain to fester and grow. And they will admit it. It's hard for me to get over hurt. And the more that pain grows, the more they hate the person who hurt them, and will be determined that I'm going to get you back one way or the other. And I will not be satisfied until I pay you back. What a shame. What a shame. And then some become enemies because of what they heard about you. It's a shame for you to allow somebody else to decide how you feel about somebody. Y'all don't hear me today, do you? Amen. You see, sometimes when people don't like you, they mount a campaign against you. And anybody that will listen, they'll give them some bitter poison. Do y'all hear me? And they will try to convince everybody that you are no good. And some people are so weak, they'll believe anything you tell them. Now, they might not believe the good stuff, but they sure believe the evil. And things that they don't even know are true or false, they'll start spreading the gossip just like they know what they're talking about, and will become your enemy and don't even know you. I want to tell you something today. Don't you ever let anybody decide how you feel about somebody else. Amen. Aren't you able to think on your own? I don't need anybody to tell me who to like and who not to like. Can I get a witness here? But some people are like that. If you're going to be my friend, you can't hang with her. And if you're going to be their enemy, you got to show them you don't like her. And I'm not just talking about worldly folks. I'm talking about church folks. Amen. I have met so many people who have said to me, I heard so many things about you that I didn't know what kind of man you were. But now that I know you, amen, I know they were lying. I had a professor in school that I'd heard so much bad talk about that I said, there is no way I would ever go to his class because of what I heard about him. But guess what? I had to go to his class if I wanted to graduate because he's the only one teaching what I wanted to talk. And I went in there prepared for a fight. But not one time did he challenge me. Like about it, he asked me, would you be my teacher's assistant next semester? And I said, in my soul, I wouldn't say to him, but what about this mean person that I've been told about? Brothers and sisters, you owe it to yourself to meet every person as a child of God. And don't ever condemn anybody before you meet them. Amen. Yes, everybody you meet will have some faults, but you've got yours too. And to those of you who have enemies, today I want to tell you, don't fret. Stop worrying, because when you're always fretting, when you're always worried, when you always are thinking about ways to get back at your enemies, you end up hurting yourself. Did you know some of us are sickly because of hatred? Yes. Because your emotions can work to your detriment. What am I saying? I'm saying that those emotions that you have, emotions elicit hormonal secretion. Break that down, Pastor. I mean, I like the way I said that. You know, like when you get excited, they tell me that adrenaline gets in your system and you get that fight or flight syndrome. You just get ready. Have you ever been in a game and your team is about to win and it all hinges on one shot? And just before he shoots that ball, your heart goes boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm talking about? Adrenaline. What starts the flowing? Excitement. It is the same way when you get angry. Your body secretes a negative hormone. And I'm not going to throw that word at you today. But just think, if over a period of years, every time you think about what somebody did to you and your body secretes that hormone,